to This Is the Day. I'm Johanna Beachy.
And I'm Bo Chansey.
Yep, it's true.
You changed up the cadence there.
Yeah, I always like to change it.
Were you working on that, or is that just that's what came?
I do not work on it or pre-think it. It's just whatever comes out.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? I like that about you.
Okay, good.
Mad respect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like you don't want things to settle too much into routine or anything like that.
Well, I get that.
At least not with this.
I could go either way.
Yeah.
Really, I could.
Yeah.
But if you mess with the cadence on like too many things, I suppose that could mess with people a little bit.
Yeah.
Could be fun.
But see, they have that the little welcome song right before, and we're not messing with that. So that's a good, familiar, like that stays the same.
Yeah.
And then the welcome could just be all over the place.
I didn't mean on
Could be
This Is the
whatever
Day.
it
I
is.
meant in general.
Oh, I was just going real specific right now.
Yeah, I was totally thinking like, if you're telling people good morning, good morning, that has good morning.
Yeah, that might throw people off a little bit. They might be worried about you. Like,
Good morning. It's just like,
yeah.
And then like there's a whole line of people and you say it different to like 7 people in a row.
Really change it up.
How do you feel about that?
I think it could be fun.
Is that a thing you do?
Yeah.
Could you do it and report back?
Yeah, I'll try it out.
Because I don't really want to do it. I just want you to do it, and I want to hear how it went.
How it goes.
Yeah.
But I feel like people wouldn't notice unless they heard the way you said good morning to someone else and then heard like the way you changed it.
Okay, I have an idea.
Okay.
In a
Let's
meeting.
see.
Okay.
Yes. I
Either
see
in
where you're
person
going.
or on Zoom, you can say good morning like to every single person, but do it differently.
Okay.
Same words.
Yep.
Different emphasis.
That's a good plan. I'm gonna be the first person at the meeting just to try this out. I'm usually the first person at the meeting anyway.
Okay.
I'm gonna be the first person, welcome everyone who comes with a different good morning, and then we'll see how people react to it.
Okay. I like it.
Yeah.
Okay. Fun times. We're gonna have some fun times on This Is the Day.
Good job. Good change up there.
This is the day. Where's my woo, Eric Vines? Hold on. No, I need. This is the day.
There you go.
Woo! Ow! I like that one. That one doesn't get used enough. Ow! I said we were like a woohoo church.
It's true.
Yeah, no, not an amen church. You hear something, you're like, woohoo! What if we became ow? Jesus loves you. Ow! That'd be fun.
Yeah, it would be.
All right. Something to look forward to.
That's right.
Ow! Be like, yeah, let's go. All right. Let's jump right into this. We got us a verse of the day. It's from Exodus 14.
Oh, okay, I'm excited.
14 says, the Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still. I'll read it again. The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still. All right, Johanna Beachy, what jumps out at you there?
Okay, what jumps out at me is only, but also the context around this verse is so important.
All right, let's go. Lay it on us.
So important.
Lay it on.
And I love the Old Testament so much, and I just love reading through it. So actually just recently was reading through this story, and I know, so that's why I remember where this verse is placed and why the context matters so much. Because this verse, like, the Lord will fight for you, you need only be still. This is Moses saying this. So God is speaking through Moses to the Israelite people, and this is happening literally right before God parts the Red Sea.
Oh, yeah.
Which many people have probably heard that story.
Sure.
Like the Israelites are rescued out of slavery from the Egyptians. They're running away. God's rescuing them. He's done all these miraculous, crazy, amazing things. And then the Egyptians are chasing them. This is all happening right around this is all the context around this verse. The Egyptians are chasing them, and the Israelites are like, oh no, we're gonna die. Like, why'd you bring us out of Egypt? We're just gonna die here. And they're just like crying out and saying, we're lost, we're goners, type of thing. And then God says to them, he says this, like, you need only be still. I have a plan for you. I will fight for you. And then he parts the Red Sea and rescues them. Yeah. Okay,
so I have a couple, pretty super rad, super cool.
Yep.
Okay. Now, here's something to think about, though, is I was struck by this the last time I was reading this particular passage. You need only be still. So I was like, right.
But also the next verse.
Now you gotta go.
Yes.
I'm just saying, like, it sounds great. It really does. And it is great. It's wonderful. But the sea is parted. So you have a massive wall of water on either side, but now you have to walk across this, which is like, it's amazing, but at the same time, like, who went first?
Right.
That's pretty crazy. And who's going last? You know, it's like,
because that's literally the next verse. God says in it, like, why are you crying out to me? Tell the Israelites to move on.
Move on.
Move on.
Move on.
Yeah.
I know. I
love it.
Yeah, it's super cool.
So I like this is one where I'm like, this is a great verse, but don't like ignore what's happening around it.
Right. You could take it just, you know, this one verse, verse 14, and go, oh, well, look, God's got this, so I'll just be still.
Yeah, that's not, that would be missing a lot of what's happening there, what he's actually saying. Yeah.
So be still and know that I'm God. God says that. So I think there is, and we still our hearts, we still our minds, we become still before God to recognize who he is.
Yes.
And in that he is present and that he is real and he's for us, not against us. And when we are realize that his presence is here, then we exalt him. That's worship, you know, to be still, you know, to be in awe and to worship. But then with that, then we follow him.
Yeah, because I think that's why what happens right before is so important. Because when he's like, you need only be still, like the Lord will fight for you. Like they had examples of that right before about how that was true. Yeah.
Right. Be still, but don't stay still.
Yes. But it's like an internal, like you're saying, it's an internal recognizing that the Lord knows what he's doing and you can rest in who he is in his plan and the fact that he will always be there and fight for you. That doesn't mean he's never going to say, okay, move on, like go forward.
Yeah, same with our thoughts.
He's going to.
Too, though, like some, there's everything's going a mile a minute and there's so much going on. It's like, okay, be still. Let's focus these thoughts, get them on God. Okay, now we can engage thoughtfully with direction and what he's doing emotionally. All of it really working together.
Yep.
Yeah. Deliverance, by the way, is what this is all about God delivering his people from slavery. And in the same way, I believe that, God is delivering us daily out of the bondage that can so easily take hold. So, yeah. The Lord will fight
the Old
for you.
Testament.
Yeah, that's also a good thing to remember, too. Like, he's fighting. He's got it. So let's let him do his thing. Really cool. Sweet. Great job. That was enjoyable.
It was.
Yeah. Okay, less enjoyable. We got this calendar.
Corner calendar.
You've named it. I refuse to acknowledge any name.
I know its name.
Yeah, because once you name it, you're like responsible for it. And I can't be responsible for this. I just can't. I'm not happy about it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have more busy work from this calendar.
All right.
Here's a picture of it. Okay. So we got like some design, like some flowers.
Okay.
And it's getting demanding over here with an exclamation point. Color me.
Yeah. It's pretty aggressive.
Color me.
Yeah.
How you feel about that,
No,
Johanna?
A corner calendar. I don't know about you today.
It's like this.
No.
It's like the calendar is looking at you going, color me.
Yeah, it's yelling
Color me.
at us, I think.
Color me. Color me.
Yeah, no.
Color me. Color me.
No.
Color me.
Not doing
Color
it.
me.
No.
Color me.
No.
That's what I'm saying. No means no.
No.
Calendar.
I never got into the adult coloring book phase either, or the craze that was going around. Maybe it's still a thing. I don't know. It was very big for a while there. The adult coloring books. Did you get into the adult coloring books, Bo?
Really?
Please tell me yes.
Really?
I'm like saying they're awful, and he's got a stack of them in his office.
Yeah,
How he relaxes.
that's what I do to chill out.
Yeah.
I need my fuchsia.
Yeah.
Who took my fuchsia? No. I'm not coloring anything.
Yeah.
Besides that, I don't want lines. And this is beautiful as it is.
It's right. It doesn't need anything more.
It doesn't need it. It's fine. It's fine just the way it is. Leave it alone.
Yeah, there was a lot of yelling from the corner calendar today.
It's an angry
right.
calendar. It's demanding calendar. I don't need that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But what I do need is a reason to celebrate. Because
We all
some
need
days
that.
it's just, it's hard to come up with a reason to celebrate. It's middle of the week, it's Wednesday. I mean, I'm celebrating because I
Right.
get to hang out with you.
Sure.
That's pretty cool, but then that's only 30 minutes.
Right. It's not
What do
long.
I do with the rest of the day?
But it's okay to ask for help.
Yeah.
When you need a little prompt, a little help in what to celebrate,
Yeah.
There's ways to get help.
Yeah, and so one of the best ways to get help is from another calendar that gives us, a national day to celebrate.
Sure.
Today is, this is pretty cool. I'm excited about this.
All
It's National Bartender Day.
Interesting.
Bartender Day.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Bartender Day. Got a lot of experiences
Sure.
with the bartender?
I don't have a lot.
No?
No.
Well, I was messing around with the bartender.
Okay.
And I noticed some things that I thought might be like enjoyable for you to participate in.
Okay.
So are you familiar with the app?
With the app.
Yeah. That's what we're talking about, bartender.
Oh, right. I see where you're going with that.
The app.
I'm not familiar with the app.
With bartender.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
No.
okay. So, I mean, if you're looking
Okay.
for a good bar,
Right.
you got to go to bartender. And then you can look at some pictures of various bars and swipe left or
And
right.
choose them from there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I
I'm going to
see.
show you some
Okay.
on the app, bartender.
Yes.
Some different some pictures.
Okay.
Because we're looking for a bar.
Right.
Okay, I'm going to show you some
The
different
right bar
bars.
for us.
Yeah, the right bar for us. And I'm going to let you choose. So you
Okay.
can swipe left or right, and
Great.
then we'll decide
Okay.
at the end. Okay, so here's our first picture on the app, bartender.
So I just say left or right?
Yeah, well, I'll ask you. So
Okay.
our first one here, this is a crowbar.
Right.
Oh, okay, we're
Am I
swiping right.
jumping the gun?
No, you're fine.
Okay, all
Well,
right.
You're just very, I thought you might deliberate a little bit.
No
You know,
no deliberation.
Do you like the curvature there? Is the coloring right? Okay. But you're just like, I'm swiping right on that bad boy. Okay, I like the crowbar. All right.
Okay.
Next, we have a pull-up bar.
Okay, I'm not sure if I understand what the left and the right is, though.
I don't know. Left, you don't like it. Right, you do.
Oh, okay. All right.
Swiping left or right on
left.
left. That's one of my favorite bars.
Well.
I go to that bar often. Okay, next bar,
Left.
barbecue. You don't want the barbecue ribs?
Nah.
Swiping left on the barbecue
Nah.
ribs? Starting to
Pass.
understand your life choices have put you in this position. All right, next, a barber.
A barber. Okay, I'm gonna say right.
Oh, you're
We all need
swiping
a good
right on the
haircut.
barber.
That's important.
Okay, swiping right on the barber.
Yep.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, he looks like he really loves his job,
he's
too.
a happy barber.
Yep.
All right, next one. Do you know what this is? It's a bar.
Barcelona.
Barcelona.
There it is.
I'm gonna say right.
I knew you'd
Right
swipe.
for Barcelona.
I knew you'd swipe right on that.
Definitely.
So you think the bartender app is something you'll utilize?
I think I would make use of something like that.
Yeah.
Sure.
For sure. I think you just did.
Yep, I did. I've
Well,
tried it out now.
There is another function on the bartender app.
Okay.
Because it's kind of new and they're beta testing it on
Right.
This Is the Day, really
Yeah.
kind of rolling
They're
it
rolling it out here,
to the public.
yeah.
Yeah. And so if you go to the app, you too, because
Okay.
you are very helpful, and you have suggestions on how to make the app better, there's a little
Sure.
icon you can click on and you can tip your bartender.
Okay. Yeah, good to know.
Tip your bartender? No?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of bartender,
Yes.
do you have something wonderful?
I do have something wonderful.
What is that?
I was on the interwebs recently, and something caught my attention
Yeah.
because it was a person who had the same name as me. So that immediately caught my attention. But then the words that followed that were what really made me go, hang on, I need to do some investigating to see what this is.
Okay.
Because what it said was Johanna, the world's oldest gymnast.
World's oldest gymnast.
The world's oldest gymnast. So I'm like, well, I have to look and see what this is. And what I discovered was a wonderful
Okay.
thing.
So
Indeed.
tell-
I would like to introduce you all to Johanna Klaas, who is in the Guinness Book of World Records as the world's oldest gymnast. She's still an active gymnast, and she is 94 years old.
And she's standing there tending bar.
Yes, indeed. There it is. That is her.
What is she doing?
Yeah, this is even like, there are videos of her doing like cartwheels and somersaults.
old is she?
She's 94.
94. What? Oh my! That's not real.
That is real.
That is not real.
Videos. There are videos of this lady, Johanna.
That is not real.
And that is her, and she is still an active, like she can still do these gymnastic moves. I've seen them.
That is photoshopped.
It is not.
That is not
Look
real.
her up. It's mind-blowing. Yeah, she's a German citizen, and she was entered into the Guinness Book of World Records in 2018. She started doing gymnastics in like the 1930s.
So I have a couple follow-up questions. That is wonderful.
Okay.
So her name's Johanna. Johanna.
Yes.
Okay. And she's in the Guinness Book of World Records as the
Yes.
world's oldest gymnast.
Yes.
Could you not have somebody like 100 who like does a somersault out of their wheelchair? Does that not make you the
I don't
oldest
think that
gymnast?
classifies.
I'm saying, how did
No.
they do that? Do you know?
I don't know.
You didn't research that?
No.
You knew I'd have questions.
Well, look up Guinness Book of World Records and how you get into it, and I'm sure you can find out.
Do your research.
I was just like filled with the wonder and awe of it,
Well, that's
and that was
true.
enough for me.
Okay.
You didn't need to like dig in too much into the questioning. I mean, you watch these videos and it's like, whoa, she can do more gymnastic feats than I can. That's for sure.
I know she can do more than I can. I
Wow.
can't do that thing where she was
Yeah, no.
like, wow. Uh-huh. That's impressive.
Johanna Quass. My mom has always said, if you don't want to stop moving, just don't stop moving.
I think that checks out. That probably applies to a lot of things.
Yes.
If you don't want to listen to this advice, don't listen to this advice.
Well, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah, Johanna Quass.
Johanna Quass. Wow.
Yeah,
That's pretty wonderful. Mm-hmm. Okay.
I thought so.
Yeah. I wonder how often she trains. Did you look at that?
I didn't.
Okay.
No. Nope.
Yeah.
No idea.
I wonder who the oldest gymnast was before her.
Don't know that either.
Wow.
Hey, look, this is the day for wonder. So there's my kind of wonder where it's like, whoa. And then there's your kind of wonder where it's like, I wonder this and I wonder that and I wonder why and I wonder who.
I have so
Both
many
are fine.
questions. You have produced a lot of wonder.
There you go. Yeah.
Good job. If that was your intent, well done.
I mean, there's all kinds of wonder.
Yeah.
Yep. That's fine.
I wonder why you didn't prepare. You did great. I'm just, Please don't hurt me.
I won't.
Okay. You swiped right on that crowbar. That concerns me. I'm not sure
I've
what
got
you
the crowbar.
need
I
with
said
that
yes to
crowbar
that.
for. Yeah, I'm gonna need that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that in my back pocket.
They're always useful.
Crowbars?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gotta break into something.
Yeah. What
Need
would
a
the name?
lever.
Like, what if there was a bar for crows? What would be the name of that?
Bar of crows.
Like where they go to hang out with their
Yeah,
crow
the bar
friends.
of crows.
Murderers Row.
Yeah.
Is it a murder of crows?
Yeah. A group, a bunch of crows
It's like
called murder.
It's the Hell's
Yeah.
Angels crowbar.
Yeah.
Murderers
Just think
Row.
of that. You see that movie Birds? Isn't that like an Alfred Hitchcock one?
Yeah, the birds.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Birds are terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Peck your eyes out.
Mm.
Okay. All right. You want to do a little Trivial Pursuit?
Always do.
All right. So 6 questions on a Trivial Pursuit card. I'm going to guess at all 6. I want you to guess at all 6. Just try. Just make a guess.
Yep.
Random guess. You never know. If you get all 6 right, we'll send you a congratulatory Pop Rocks from a Fun Dip box. We have the original 1981 edition of the classic
Yes.
board game Trivial Pursuit and the 40th anniversary edition. Oldest cards, newest cards, dealer's choice. What do you think?
New.
New. Okay. Wow, I got excited. New. Scream that. All right. New cards.
It's a new day.
New day. New cards.
Okay. Ready for your guesses? Ready for your guess.
I'm going to give a guess.
All right. Blue.
Blue, geography.
This seemed familiar to me, so if we've done this before, just tell me.
Oh, you didn't draw from the front of the box, but that's fine.
In the middle?
No, front.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is the lowest natural point on Earth? Death Valley, Challenger Deep, or the Dead Sea?
Well,
So it's a multiple
before there were choices, I was going to answer the Dead Sea.
Okay.
Before there were choices.
Well,
that
for those watching, you have 3 choices. Death Valley, Challenger Deep, or the Dead Sea.
man.
Lowest natural point on Earth.
Yeah.
They did put the word natural in there.
My answer is the Dead Sea.
Okay.
Because it was before there were choices.
Challenger Deep.
I don't know what that is.
At 36,070 feet down, it's the deepest part of the Mariana Trench, which is under the ocean, right?
Yes.
Challenger Deep, I've never heard of it before.
Fine.
If I had just heard that name, I would have thought it was like a spaceship or something, Challenger Deep. Anyway, okay, that's the answer.
Fine.
Moving on. Pink.
Pink. Entertainment.
What is the nickname for the annual Golden Raspberry Awards that honor the year's worst movies?
Well, I do know this one.
I didn't know this existed.
Yeah.
The annual Golden Raspberry Awards. So they're looking for the nickname.
The nickname.
The nickname of the annual Golden Raspberry Awards.
They are called the Razzies.
Razzies. Yes, indeed. Yep. All right. I'm gonna find those awards now. Okay, yellow.
Yellow history.
Which physicist, known for his theory of gravity, did NASA honor by sending a piece of his apple tree into space in 2010? I think there's a word there that's a particular clue.
Yeah, probably. Physicist.
Yep. Known for his theory of gravity.
Yeah.
And NASA honored him by sending a piece of his apple tree
Eureka.
into space in 2010.
I'm going to say Newton?
I believe it is Newton. Isaac Newton!
Isaac
In
Newton.
a fitting yet gravity-defying tribute.
Okay. Isaac Newton.
Purple.
Purple, art and literature.
What appears to be melting in surrealist painter Salvador Dali's The Persistence of Memory?
Ew. Oh, I believe I
Persistence
know
of
this
Memory.
as well. I like Salvador Dali. Do you like
Okay,
him?
I don't know if I'm familiar with him. I might recognize some of his stuff if I
Surrealist.
saw
I mean,
it.
it said
but,
that in the,
okay.
in the question. Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. You probably know this. When I tell you the answer, you'll
What
you'll
appears
know
to be
that.
melting?
Yeah. Clocks.
Yes. Okay. Yep.
Yeah, that's his word.
Yep, clocks.
Yeah.
Painted in a fit of self-induced hallucination.
He had a really cool mustache, too.
Interesting. All right, then.
Quirky dude.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
Green.
Green, science and nature.
Which part of Richard the Lionhearted's body was buried and preserved in a lead box in ruin while his other remains were buried elsewhere?
Which part of Richard the Lionhearted's body was buried in a lead box?
Yes, in Rouen.
Rouen. I believe the answer to this question is his heart.
It would make sense if that were the case. Yes, indeed, his heart. The heart of Richard the Lionhearted was buried in Rouen, apparently. Okay. Orange.
Orange, sports and leisure.
What was the name of the first yacht to win the America's Cup trophy in 1851? The name of the first yacht. This is going way back.
Yeah, that is.
To win the America's Cup trophy in 1851.
1851.
Do you know much about yachting?
No.
Nor do I.
Yachting.
I didn't know if that's a word. Yachting. It should be, though.
My guess is Stars and Stripes. That's before that.
Very America.
America.
The name was America.
America. America.
Very direct.
Yeah. America.
The
That
race
makes more
was,
sense.
in fact, named after that boat.
Yeah.
So the boat came first and then the name of the race.
Yeah. Named
All
the
right.
cup after it. Okay.
Okay. America's Cup trophy. Now you know.
right. Okay.
Man, it was just that dang. You got all of them except for the.
I missed two.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I was going to be really bothered if the first one was the only thing that kept me from the Pop Rocks. But if you got them all right, I'll send you some congratulatory Pop Rocks from a fun
that's true.
box.
Yes, that's right.
Maybe a nasty note.
Yep. Might be. Maybe a funny one. Maybe a kind one.
Maybe nasty. Want to do a little Everyday with Jesus?
Sure do.
All right. Our daily devotion in 140 characters or less. Our thought for the day says, oh, I forgot about that. Okay. Non-thinking Christians are like one-eyed cats jumping from tree to tree. They have no depth perception, make illogical leaps, and always fall. Okay. And then the verse is 2 Corinthians 10:5. We demolish arguments and every pretension that sets itself up against the knowledge of God, and we take captive every thought to make it obedient to Christ. I gotta remember.
This is so true. It's great, but I just want to know: were you like watching someone's cat while you wrote this? I mean, what
that's what I was trying to
inspired
remember.
one-eyed cats leaping from tree to tree?
Okay, so I probably wrote that in 2008.
Okay.
And I don't remember what precipitated it, but I feel like I was definitely irritated at, I think it was probably, so back then, okay, that was a little pre the way things work with social media now, and you had a lot of email stuff going on.
Okay.
So what I mean by that is, you've seen like, this is back actually, I've been getting emails from a prince, you know, who if I give my bank account number, he wants to move some money through. And,
The old classic.
yeah, there's that.
Yeah.
Okay, but then there were a lot of emails that were going around, and Christians were forwarding the forward button on the email. They were forwarding these emails that were like political stuff, but they were so obviously not true. I mean, they were completely, like, it was just stupid. Like, and I remember like getting like 10 of these in a day, people forwarding me the same email that was totally bogus. And you could go to this website called trutherfiction.com and find out, I mean, it was really easy to verify whether or not something was true.
Right.
And I remember just being like, you know what, these people are like one-eyed cats.
Just not thinking.
Just leaping from tree to tree, forward to forward to forward. And I was really annoyed. I remember that, like, don't forward. I mean, you're at that point, you're a tool of the devil. You're a tool of deception. That's what you've become. You're a tool of the devil, and you're doing damage, and you're thinking, you know, you maybe you think in your mind you're doing some good, but that was back in the email day. And the social media, it's gone to like a whole other level.
With the forwards.
Well, just the shares, the likes, the you know, the comments, the misinformation, and just anyway.
Yeah.
It bothers me.
I was out of the country for most of 2008, so I didn't know that was a phenomenon that was happening.
Yeah, it was over a several period. I mean, there's always ways that this happens, but so like, I mean, but the idea that like the scripture says we demolish everything that sets itself up, every pretense that sets itself up against the knowledge of God, which there's a lot of this poses in its total posing as something that Christians might want to believe, something that might, you know, be in their self-interest or some, I don't know. And so instead of taking captive, paying attention, checking things out, it just gets perpetuated. And then you wind up with a really frustrating scenario where you have like, okay, the essence of the gospel and who Jesus is and who we are in relationship to him and what he's done for us and how his grace is sufficient and the beauty of his kingdom and what he's doing and how we get to relate to him and be his ambassadors and share in his work. Instead of it being that essence of that, there's all these other things attached to it. And it's like this peripheral stuff that's not even true, it's not even right, it's not even real, it's lies. And then there's people that we're trying to share the gospel with, but 20 of the other people I know who are Christ followers are saying it's got to be all this. And it just does, it does more damage than anything else. Right.
You know, another thing I was thinking when I was reading that was how the gospel of Jesus, the truth of Jesus, holds up to vigorous scrutiny.
Absolutely.
Like an intellectual digging in and questioning. And I've been thinking about that recently because like I love working with the next generation, and a lot of them will bring, like I was on a Zoom recently with a student who was asking really good questions, and you almost have to like I find that I have to encourage your questions are good. And it's a good thing to question, and it's a good thing to use your mind, and it's a good thing to investigate and dig in and examine. Like, those are good things to do. And in my experience, like, the truth of what God is saying holds up to that. Like, you will, like, discover so much. So, no, that's a cool thing to think about with that, too. Like, not only the consequences of not doing that, like what you're talking about, but also, like, you will unlock the most amazing, beautiful truths about who God is and what he says when you really, like, use your brain in thinking and investigate.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
And
so
one of those things that I think is really important too is this unchanging yet ever revealing God who is making himself known, wants to be known, but he is higher than us and his thoughts are beyond us.
Right.
And there are things that conceptually we don't understand.
Yep.
And so there's all kinds of questions that the answer is, I don't know.
Yes. Yeah.
And it's okay not to know.
Yep.
Where what religion will do is religion will just make up an answer and go, here it is.
Yeah.
This is the answer. Everything's neat and tidy. Now you have to believe this, as opposed to going, I don't know. And it's okay not to know.
Yep.
And to let that be and that tension be there. Yeah.
Yep. When you don't know, say I don't know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then chew on it. Think about it.
Yeah.
Wrestle with it. Ask God. And maybe he'll show you. Maybe he'll say, wait. Not now. Or maybe there's some other things that he wants us to, that we'll learn and experience before we'll be able to understand that. That's why there's lots of things that God tells us to do or tells us not to do that we're like, it doesn't necessarily make sense to us. We just don't have the frame of reference yet.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
That's why trusting him is a whole lot better than trusting myself.
Yes.
Because if I got it all figured out, I'm not trusting him, I'm trusting me.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
No.
Don't trust me. Or you.
Or me.
Or you.
No.
Yeah. Trust God. This is the day.